Have you ever felt like you're drowning in debt with no way out? Like every month you're just moving money around but never actually making progress? What I'm about to share with you is the one thing that changed everything for me and thousands of others who have successfully eliminated their debt. And no, it's not some complicated investment strategy or mysterious financial hack. It's something so simple that most people skip right over it, yet it's absolutely critical for your success. Here's the brutal truth about debt that nobody wants to admit. Most people who are struggling with debt aren't just dealing with a money problem. They're dealing with an awareness problem. You cannot fix what you refuse to face, and you cannot manage what you don't measure. The very first thing you must do to get out of debt isn't to make more money, isn't to cut up your credit cards, and it isn't even to create a budget. It's to conduct a complete debt audit. Now I know what you're thinking. You probably believe you already know how much debt you have. Maybe you have a rough idea of your credit card balances or your student loan amount. But here's where most people go wrong. They live in denial about the true scope of their financial situation. They avoid looking at the complete picture because it's too overwhelming, too scary, or too depressing. But this avoidance is exactly what keeps them trapped. A proper debt audit means gathering every single piece of financial information you have. We're talking about credit cards, student loans, car loans, personal loans, money borrowed from family members, medical debt, back taxes, mortgage balances, and even that money you owe your friend from college. Everything. No exceptions, no rounding down, and definitely no wishful thinking. Here's why this step is so powerful. When you finally see the complete picture in black and white, something incredible happens in your brain. The fear of the unknown is often worse than the reality of what you're facing. Once you know exactly where you stand, you can stop wasting mental energy worrying about what might be true and start channeling that energy into creating a plan that actually works. But there's more to this audit than just adding up numbers. You need to organize this information in a way that empowers you to take action. For each debt, you need to know 4 critical pieces of information. First, the current balance. Second, the minimum monthly payment. Third, the interest rate. And fourth, the payment due date. This information becomes the foundation of your entire debt elimination strategy. Let me tell you why the interest rate piece is so crucial. Many people focus on paying off their smallest balances first because it feels good to eliminate accounts. While there's psychological value in quick wins, mathematically, it makes more sense to tackle high-interest debt first. Credit card debt at 24% interest is literally stealing money from your future self every single day you carry that balance. Now here's where things get interesting. During your debt audit, you're going to discover things that might shock you. You might find accounts you forgot about. You might realize you've been paying more in interest than you thought. You might discover that some of your debts have been sold to collection agencies. This information isn't meant to discourage you. It's meant to give you the complete picture so you can make informed decisions. Once you have all this information compiled, the next step is to calculate your total debt-to-income ratio. Take your total monthly debt payments and divide them by your monthly income. If this number is higher than 36%, you're in what financial experts consider the danger zone. But don't panic. Knowing this number gives you a clear target to work toward. Here's something most financial advisors won't tell you. Your debt audit will likely reveal that your situation isn't as bad as you feared, or it's worse than you thought. Either way, you'll finally have clarity. If it's not as bad as you feared, you'll feel empowered to tackle it aggressively. If it's worse than you thought, at least you can stop living in denial and start making real changes. The psychological impact of completing this audit cannot be overstated. You're taking control of your financial life instead of letting it control you. You're facing reality instead of hiding from it. You're choosing courage over comfort. This single action shifts you from being a victim of your circumstances to being the architect of your financial future. But here's the most important part. Your debt audit must be brutally honest. Don't round numbers down to make yourself feel better. Don't exclude debts because they're embarrassing or because you hope they'll go away. Don't minimize balances because you think you might get a raise soon. Deal with the facts as they exist today, not as you wish they were or hope they'll become. After you complete your debt audit, something amazing will happen. You'll sleep better at night. You'll stop avoiding phone calls from unknown numbers. You'll feel like you can breathe again. Because for the first time in possibly years, you'll know exactly where you stand, and you'll have a clear starting point for your journey to financial freedom. Remember, getting out of debt isn't just about the money. It's about reclaiming your power, your peace of mind, and your future. It starts with the courage to look your debt in the eye and say, I see you. I know exactly what you are, and I'm going to eliminate you. That courage begins with a complete, honest, thorough debt audit. Stop avoiding the truth and start facing it head on. Your future debt-free self will thank you.